Hello, I'm here today with the wonderful Evelyn Rei, producer, director, actress, many other things. And so we'll start with the first question. What have you been up to?
Well, it's Evelyn, but don't worry, everyone. Some people say Evelyn, some people say Evelyn, but it's Evelyn. That's no problem. I have been like a Duracell bunny. I've been so busy. It's been a roller coaster non-stop. Like work, 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 and then repeat. And sometimes you get to eat, or you get to sleep. But yeah, I have a day job to fund my creativity. So at the moment I'm doing a short film which spirals from Final Fantasy. So it's called Morgana. Sorry, my ring's falling out. Yeah, so it's called Morgana. I don't want to go too much into detail. Actually, I won't go into details because it's in development and not actually into pre-production. And people are like, when is your new film coming out? I'm like, do you not realise the last film caused me stress because I'm not actually a prop. I do everything. So casting, writing, directing. It's a huge amount of stress, but I actually love it. So I tend to have big gaps in between, projects so I can colour my grey hair.
What do you think of the players?
Ah, you mean players as in like cheaters? I think generally players are quite insecure people. And they're probably quite young. I think they need to have the neediness of attention and to feel good because they don't have that inner confidence. So they need to have different people to feel like a man. And you would hope in their 30s that they would grow out of it, but some men don't because sometimes men are a bit immature. But saying that, women are players as well because we're living in a promiscuous society, okay? So it's indoctrinated by TV and they think it's cool to be like, oh, cheating, having affairs and stuff like that. And I think it's sprung onto them. And I also think social media is a big platform for cheating because you can text different people and then before you know it, you could be like an emotional affair. Yeah, that's it really. I just think players are just insecure. I sort of pity them, but I also pity the people they're playing because it's quite narcissist and quite sociopathic to do that to someone. I mean, you wouldn't want that to happen to your perhaps sister or your mother or anything like that. Would you want that treatment to them? So yeah, that's what I think of players.
Name a film that you're too scared to watch and why.
The film I'm most scared to see is Stephen King's It. I have a big phobia. Well, it's not so bad now actually. I've overcome it by using several mechanisms. But the most scariest film is it's It, Stephen King's It. Ironically, when I was a kid, I had wallpaper and curtains of the crying clown. So I like that clown, but it's just I don't like the evil looking clowns, with the horrible nose and the bright white makeup and the eyes and the big wig. I just find it so scary. I don't know, I just have a fear of them, which has obviously got better because of my dad put me on this visual game, the headpiece. Had no warning. It was like a roller coaster, and I had to shoot these monsters on a roller coaster, which was I felt quite dizzy because you feel like you're actually on a roller coaster. So don't drink when you play that game. So yeah, and then clowns popped up and I started screaming like I was being murdered. It was so loud and my dad's like, I wanted to get out of this game. But my dad was like, it's either you or them. You have to kill the clowns. Just pretend it's in a real scenario. I did quite well actually because of fear. And it was quite immersive. I actually did really well. I killed all them, and I did the best out of my family. I killed all these clowns because I was pure on adrenaline and fear. So yeah, so it's not so much now. I can sort of handle and compose myself and not look like an erratic mess, as it were. So yeah.
Well, now that's interesting. Speaking about high emotion, what would you say your position is on depression?
Okay, depression is real, and I've had it, and I've had friends and family that have been through it, and it's horrible, okay? For me, I've seen a lot of ignorant people on the internet that seem to have a historic disorder that say stuff so horrible against depression, and they've never even had it, and it just makes me livid. Like, they've never had it, and yet they can sprout all this nonsense. It's like they've got an IQ of a dead ant. It's just like, what are you saying? Whoa. And then they put the truth about depression. No, it's not the truth, okay? It's basically your subjective, non-foundation of opinion because you've never had it and you just say it for attention. You need attention. I mean, it's cowardice. I mean, go and pick on the real issues in the world and stop picking on vulnerable adults because it is real. I've had it. I don't really want to go into it, but yeah, it's real. And it does affect men as much as women, and that's why the suicide rates are high for men because they don't go and seek help. They don't go and see a doctor because men are taught to be proud, and I think they should get help. It just makes me so angry that people just say stuff for cause and effect. Oh, it's just like you've never had it.
Okay, a little bit of politics now. You support Trump. So with all the ludicrous stuff that he has said, why do you still support him?
I knew it. I knew that question was coming up. I knew the Trump question will come up. Okay, I'm going to answer. Whew. Okay, let's just hit it off that I do not condone some of the stuff that Trump said. However, I do feel like he engaged his mouth before his brain. So, yeah, but I also think that the media, the MSM, really went to town with Trump. They were like hound dogs to a fox with him. My God, they had an agenda and they pushed it. Because at first, I wasn't really on his side because of the stuff he said, but I come across some like social media stuff and I thought, oh, hang on, I'm going to do some research. I've got some time on my hands. I did some research and I thought, oh my God, he's not that bad because I found some good stuff on him. Like he helped a 10-year-old girl with brittle bone disease. He's got all diverse of friends, Muslim, black, gays, you name it. But the media didn't want this to go out. They had an agenda which was paid by the opposition, okay? So they wanted to push the agenda so the opposition will win, but it backfired because Trump is a breath of fresh air for America. He isn't pretentious, he is real. Okay, he's no Virgin Mary, we know that. But 10 years ago, and he wasn't even in the presidential campaign, okay? You know, we're not all white as white, we make human error. And they called him a bully. Yeah, okay, that's coming rich from the mobbing clan because he got death threats, they threatened to assassinate him, all sorts. Okay, so it's all double standards. The alternative media did a good job getting their side across, and WikiLeaks as well. The only qualms I have about Trump is that I don't like his stance on climate change because it's so real. The more overpopulated we get, the more CO2 gases emissions hit the atmosphere, the ozone layer, and causing ice caps to melt, the planet to heat up, etc., etc. And I go by scientists because I think they're scientists for a reason. I think they know what they're talking about. I've done implanted research and looked at the graphs and how much the planet is heating up immensely. It's quite scary. But we're all human. We're human error. Hopefully he might change his mind. But I still think Trump is a breath of fresh air for America because he is real and the people wanted him in and they voted him in and he won. It's just normal, everyday people in poverty, black, Muslim, lesbians and so forth. So yeah, and I hope people can, give him a chance at least. I also blame the MSM and the alternative media for pushing the agenda, because I do not think they heartily want people to unite. Why? It's because money. They want money. Both sides are pushing hate, and they're both both as bad as each other. And I'm looking as like, look, don't BS. You don't want people to unite. You just want money. That's what they're there to. They're the teleprompters. They're there to make money, and I generally didn't make no money on the Trump campaign. I'm genuine. I was a genuine Trump supporter, and it could have backfired my career. So I'm a genuine Trump supporter. I don't have a money agenda or anything like that. So yeah, that's my opinion on Trump, and he rocks.
Analysis of some of the celebrities. I want to emphasize some.
Okay, you got to imagine they're in this bubble, okay, and they're busy and they have busy schedules. They're doing this, that, and the other. They have no time to do the research that other people have, that are maybe unemployed or have enough time to sit around a computer. They're so busy. So of course they're going to believe the MSM, which I blame is for the catalyst for all this hate. They are indoctrinating this propaganda constantly, and it's them that is the problem for all this hate. I blame them. And as for hating on celebrities, you've got to remember that they don't know. They don't have time to do all this research. So how the hell do they know? I think people just are just so easily triggered and want to moan about something. They're just like, and celebrities are easy targets. I've seen the trolls. I got trolls on the Trump campaign, like 300 notifications I woke up to one day, and I thought, okay, mute settings, turn in notifications. So I got death threats called Casper, hope your head cuts off, etc., etc. So I got the wrath of trolls, all because I support Trump. Now, I'm friends with liberals, okay? Why? It's because we all have liberal inside us. And also, it's because basically I see people as individuals and not who they support. It's like saying, I'm not liking you because you're Christian, but I don't know you. I'm not liking you because you're Muslim, but I don't know you. Oh, I'm not liking you. I'm not liking you. It's like kindergarten. It's like, what? Get to know people as individuals, not their stance on political beliefs and so forth. It's pathetic. We need to evolve. We're so stuck in a time machine. It's like we're so primitive. We need to put our best foot forward and evolve and just see people as they are and not who they support. That's it. Glad I got that off my chest. Great.
Okay, brilliant. Well, thank you very much. That was the wonderful Evelyn Rei. And I've been James Scott.